Hi there, I am Sehajpreet Singh and I welcome you to my YouTube channel. This video is the introductory video for the series of Java and data structures. In this video, we'll be discussing who is the target audience I am going to focus and how you guys can get the best out of this video series and what you can expect out of it. So let's get started. So first of all, I like to tell about myself. I have done my BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore. Post my graduation, I got the chance to work with various best edtech firms of the country, and I realized one thing during my journey which I wanted to work on, and that's why I'm making this video series. The thing is that there is an unnecessary hype which people have created regarding to coding, that they cannot code or coding is not made for them or coding is difficult and stuff. More than 50% of the students in computer science and engineering take that course because their friends were taking or because they heard it from somewhere that CSC people get high packages. And after that, once they are in, they try coding, but maybe due to the lack of proper guidance or because they were not able to understand the concepts at the first place, they end up hating coding, and this hype has been created due to all this, that coding is not for me, coding is difficult and all that stuff. But trust me, all these machines, computers and stuff, they are made to help us. So how can interacting with them be difficult, right? It might be complex, it might be lengthy, but it is not at all difficult or something which we cannot understand. I am here to explain how I made myself understand these concepts, and I am sure that even the average students like me will also be able to get all these concepts because it's that easy. It's just we have to connect everything with the real world and do that thing. These machines don't know how real world works, but we do, right? So we have to make these machines understand how the task is done in real world, and that's it. That's all the point behind coding. We have a problem, we first solve it, and we then tell this machine to solve it for us. So now, why Java and data structures? What are these two things? First of all, Java is a programming language with which we'll interact with our computer. We'll make systems in a language which computer understands. Our computer can understand Java. We'll install JDK and stuff, and our system will start understanding Java. So we'll interact with our system using Java, which is a programming language. And now, what is this thing known as data structures? Data structures is nothing but the way how we store and organize data. How real data works in real world is something which our computers don't know. So we had to tell our computers that this is all different types of data which we have, and this is how you have to store that data. That's where data structures come in. For example, let's suppose we have a list of names, and now we want to store that names in our computer. How will we do that? We'll do it using the help of data structure known as arrays. Now, arrays could not be increased in size. So we came up with another data structure, linked list, which makes the insertion and deletion process easier and dynamic. Now, we can have another type of data. We have to store our own name, just a name. How we are going to store that? That is done using strings. Now, let us suppose we have a company whose hierarchy we have to store. For example, there is the CEO, then there are 2 MDs maybe, and then there are 4 more employees under them. How we store this kind of data? It is stored using trees. Apart from this, let's suppose we have a network of maybe cities, like which city is far from the other city by how many kilometers? What is the distance between them? This thing is stored using graph data structures. So networks are stored using graph data structures. It's as easy as that. We just have to understand things, and then we have to tell this machine to do it. What we have been trying till now is we see a question and we just try to code, right? That's not the right way. first we have to solve it on our own. Then we have to tell the computer that this is my algorithm or this is how I am going to do it. Do it for me now. And if we follow this approach, it will become very, very easy. And that unnecessary hype of coding is not easy, it's difficult and stuff will be vanished. So this is the whole motive behind this video series, and this was the introductory video. You guys can watch this complete playlist, and after watching this playlist you will be able to understand all the concepts of Java programming language and data structures, and you will be ready for that $1 million interview you always wanted. Let's get started.